Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl, Molinda Jae, and I would like to talk about a 22-year-old who has been trapped in her car during a snowstorm that has passed away. And this is in regards to the latest freeze that has happened across the United States. Down where I'm at is starting to warm up, and we have experienced some powder outages, but I would like to bring awareness to some issues that does affect the day-to-day life of a regular individual. Okay. This story is coming from yahoo.com, and it is talking about a 22-year-old was trapped in a car during snowstorm, has passed away, her family says. This was written by Anna Kaplan as of today, December 28th, 2022 at 10:10 a.m. Ooh, that 10:10 is a angel number. I'm gonna look that up. Going through with the article, it says a family of 22-year-old woman who shared photos of the unprecedented snowstorm in Buffalo, New York. She was trapped in her car waiting for help as she was among the 34 that passed away in Western New York from the city's deadliest snowstorm in decades. Excuse me. Anndel Taylor was on her way home from her job as an assistant at a nursing home on December 23rd when her car got stuck in the snow, her family said. Taylor called for 911 for help but had no choice but to wait inside the car, which she kept running. Her mother, Wanda Brown Steele, told NBC News. And of course, this is her, the 22-year-old Miss Anndel Taylor, who had passed away. May she continue to rest in eternal heaven. And it also reads within the article, the Taylor's family said she had sent videos of her vehicle stuck in the snow and last heard from her shortly after midnight on December 24th. So that was Christmas Eve, when she said she was going to try to go to sleep and walk to safety in the morning. Taylor's sister, Tomisha Brown, said she posted a photo of Taylor along with her approximate location in the Facebook group. A man who lived nearby went out and found her vehicle around 9 p.m. on December 25th, Brown said. Taylor was found unresponsive, lying in the reclined driver's seat. I'm good 1 minute, then it hits me, Brown still told NBC News. So that was the mother that had said that 1 minute she's good and then it just hits her like a ton of bricks. The Erie County medical examiner did not immediately respond to a request for comment from NBC News regarding to Taylor's cause of her demise. I don't understand what let's see. I don't understand they're there for. Sean Quia Brown said, I feel like I don't know if they tried, but they didn't try hard enough. I'm upset about it. She never made it there at all. NBC News has also reached out to Buffalo police for comment. Buffalo Taylor Byron Brown said the city believes every abandoned vehicle in the middle of the city have been checked for survivors. Obviously not, because she was still in her vehicle. Anyways, within the article, it says authorities are marking each vehicle with tape as they've been checked. Well, did y'all honestly check her vehicle that y'all claim y'all checked for survivors in the streets? Because if hers had been checked, then y'all honestly didn't check for her car. Otherwise, within the article, it says those who had passed away in Erie County, New York, include 17 people found inside 7 others without heat, and 3 people found in their vehicles. So, okay, let me continue reading because I'm about to pop off. County Executive Mark Polon Cars, excuse me if I pronounce his name wrong, had said in this Twitter post, very sadly, the ECDO H medical examiner has confirmed another 3 passings from the blizzard. Total passings are now 31. Each of these, 1 was EMS delay, 17 were found outside, 3 was shuffling and blowing cardiac events. So the 3 that were shoveling and blowing had sustained some cardiac events. That's what I'm getting out of that. 7 were from no heat, and 3 were in a vehicle. And it says 1/2 after that. And then also within the of course, to continue with the article, it says Taylor, who was soon turning 23, had moved to Buffalo from Charlotte, North Carolina in 2020 to be closer to her diabetic father and to finish college. Her mother told NBC News she had plans. She was doing it. And she said, she got further than anybody, including myself. The Taylor's family Christmas dinner, full of the 22-year-old's favorite dishes, sat cold and untouched as they discovered what happened to her in the snowstorm. That is very devastating. Everywhere in the house, everybody sees her face. Taylor's stepmom, Lashina Smith, told NBC News, "We still feel helpless." And this article was originally published on today.com. And I'm click that link so I can go straight to it. And let's see, Anndel's family says 911 called 911 but had no choice but to wait outside her vehicle. Let's see what's going on.
Sobering death toll in Western New York.
Oh my gosh, these ads.
This city's deadliest snowstorm in history.
Police and fire believe that number will rise as we are able to get more snow cleared, get into more homes.
Anndel Taylor's sisters say she died while waiting for help. Sharing these videos while trapped in her car riding. The family says a resident discovered her body on Christmas Eve.
I'm feeling a lot of emotions. I'm sad, angry. She was loving and caring.
Buffalo's mayor believes every vehicle abandoned in the middle of the street has been checked for survivors, and he says that authorities are coming by and marking them with tape after they've done a check.
Vacant vehicles amid the piles of snow, as state police released a video showing how they are moving them by forklift, while residents clean up. These 2 standing in the same street, separated by feet of snow.
This is the most extreme snowfall I ever seen in my life. So,
And you know snow here.
Yeah, been here 30 years. Yeah.
Out west, parts of Washington State, Oregon, and Northern California reportedly hit by 6 to 8 inches of rain so far this week.
This is fair use, everybody. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Parts of Utah already proving treacherous. Back in Buffalo, amid the tragedy, the community bands together. One woman Facebook live streaming what she says was her mother's rescue from the dangerous aftermath Monday night.
She's here. My mother's disabled, been without light, gas, food, water. This is amazing. This is God's work.
Temperatures here in Buffalo will jump to the 50s on Friday. There's rain coming, which means we'll see a rapid melt, and there's concern over possible flooding over this upcoming holiday weekend. Kristen?
Just the last thing residents in Buffalo need. All right, Jesse, thank you.
Okay, so we've seen the clip of the video, a couple of video footage that she had taken while she was in the car before her demise, as well as surrounding residents banding together, clearing out the streets, clearing out the driveways the best way they can. For those who have lived there for years plus, of course, this is a generational type of thing. I have watched other YouTubers, Lovely T, and I've watched Lovely T so far in regards to covering this story. and shouts out to her for that. But overall, if I have a question though, if the authorities have checked all vehicles and marked them with, of course, with an X with the taping in regards to no one being in the car, basically the car being abandoned, then I would like to see the picture of her car when the authorities have came across it, and whether it was marked with the X or not. Because obviously, she did her due diligence. She did call 911 to, get rescued. And on top of that, and of course, her sister had posted in the Facebook group that she was in regards to helping her sister out. She's out there, and the local resident helped her. The local resident went to go check and see if she was still there, and she was still there, but unfortunately she was unresponsible, and it was too unresponsive, and it was too late at that point. So shouts out to the resident who went to at least go check up on her, because she was close proximity to where that resident was at. But I have questions, as since you all stated that y'all marked the that y'all marked every vehicle and y'all checked every vehicle around to make sure anybody was out the car or make sure it was abandoned, whatever the case may be. I would like to see whether her car was either marked with an X, meaning abandoned, or not, because that was, and if it wasn't, then I have a lot of questions, like how did her car get overlooked? Did the search happen before or after she got caught in the snow? Like, I have a lot of questions. But of course, as stated within the article, she had relocated from Charlotte, North Carolina to New York, Buffalo, New York, to basically caregive for her father, who is diabetic. And unfortunately, due to this happening literally right before Christmas holiday, the family had to basically mourn the loss of their loved one and try to make the best out of the situation, even though they're going through those grieving stages at that time. And I want to send nothing but love and healing to the family, and just know that this is the time where us as a collective need to come together now more than ever, than be separated and divided. Because when it comes to these scenarios like this, it should not take a worst case scenario for people to come together and help one another. It should be happening on a day-to-day basis. And of course, like I said, I extend my healing and loving energy to the Taylor family, as well as the other families who have lost their lives in the Buffalo, New York area. And of course, I want to also just say that when it comes to these unforeseen circumstances, as well as the weather, this unpredictable weather that we are enduring at this time, I do want to provide some sound information, some tips, some pointers that we all can utilize whenever a storm, where is a natural disaster like a hurricane or tornado, because I have, if not all of us already have experienced one out of the natural disasters that is happening or has happened before. It's just with this time, it is getting real ugly. For as what to buy for a winter storm for an emergency kit, this is coming from the Houston Chronicle, but this can flow through across the board, just depending on what location you are at. Of course, number one is to stock up on food. Food and water, to be exact. Leaving at least 1 gallon of water a day per person in your house for at least 3 days ahead of a freeze. Doing so is especially important in the event that freezing weather or power outages lead to city to issue a water boil notice. During a water boil notice, it is unsafe to use unboiled tap water for drinking, cooking, or brushing your teeth. So, of course, what you should stock up on are non-perishable foods and making sure you have a non-electric can opener available in your home. Canned fruits, canned vegetables, cooked meat, and juice can all be handy during a weather emergency, along with dry cereal or granola or dried fruit, according to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. You should also make sure to have a stash of protein-rich fruits such as nuts, energy bars, peanut butter, avocados. Even though they say avocados is a fruit. Some local grocery stores are stocking extra water and non-perishable food in anticipation of people shopping for the freeze. If you don't do it before the freeze or before a natural disaster, it's just real handy to at least just get an extra item of the non-perishable or the water, so you can be able to not be in so much of a hurry or frantic when that time does come to go to the grocery store, and then you have to deal with all the lines and the lack of inventory, and the list goes on. Also, with Kroger mentioning emergency kit supplies like batteries, bottled water, first aid essentials like Neosporin, Band-Aids, bandages, also ingredients to make the winter essential meals. Let's see. Any member with special dietary needs, you should make sure to have enough food ready and ready to feed formula on hand that suits their needs. And of course, before you eat any canned food, check to make sure that the can is not swollen, dented, or corroded, and that none of your food looks or smells abnormal. The Department of Health Services advises. Also, if the power goes out, do not eat any perishable food that has been at room temperature for more than 2 hours. Also, harmful bacteria can grow in food at temperatures between 40 and 140 degrees, according to Department Health Service or Department Homeland Security. Sorry. Also, staying safe with layers of blankets and heaters. Keep warm with gloves, hats, boots, thick jackets, thick socks. Make sure you can pack an extra change of clothes. Take blankets or sleeping bags with you in the car if you travel anywhere in case you get stuck. Search for those heating pads. Layering the clothing you already own can also help insulate your body heat against cold weather. The outdoors retailer advised wearing 3 layers of clothing on both your upper and lower bodies. So basically, some long johns or leggings first, then you can wear some sweats, some sweats that don't have the flannel in it, and then you can put the last layer of flannel insulated pants on. That way you'll have that good 3-layer for your bottom level when it comes to your wearing pants and stuff. And then as far as like the upper body, you can also get like a long sleeve shirt that is a thermal long sleeve shirt that could correlate with the long johns that you have, or just a thermal shirt. And then you can follow through with one of those loose athletic shirts, and then you can throw on a hoodie and your jacket, and the list goes on that. Let's see, anything else? Hand warmers. Of course, You can get those at your Academy Sports and Outdoors, Walmart, Target. Also, when you have the hand warmers, you can have some gloves on, whether they're just regular mittens or just the gloves that are insulated with the little faux fur inside. And generators, please pack up on the generators if you're able to get so. Make sure those generators are outside of make sure they're outside of your house, because that brings gas within the house and you can suffer for carbon monoxide. Also, if you're going outside in your car to either charge or heat up, make sure your gas tank is full, as well as having extra canisters if you're able to of gas, so you can be able to fill your car up when needed or fill up the generator when needed, as well as making sure if you're warming up in the car or charging your phone in the car, make sure it is outside of your house and not indoors, not in the garage, because again, you can suffer from carbon monoxide, inhaling all those fumes coming through the vent as well as through the windows if you have it cracked, and also surrounding the area if you're in that closed garage environment. Make sure it is outside of your home, dealing with the generator and your vehicle whenever in use, because carbon monoxide is colorless and odorless. Okay, that it's also within this article, but I'm putting my safety engineering hat on as well. Let's see. Also protect your pipes and your plants. Wrap your pipes up with towels so they won't freeze up and won't cause any bursting action, leading to flooding in the apartment or the home. Your plants, if you have plants that are in the containers, make sure you bring them inside the home so they won't suffer out there in the freezing cold. And if they are embedded in the ground, of course, you could just put one of those sheets over or any type of landscape cover on top of the plants, so the temperature, or they can still be insulated and not be frozen, frostbitten, and causing the plants to get killed in the midst of that. If there's anything else I need on here, let's see. No, that is all. Yeah. Wait. Let's see. If there is ice or snow that makes an appearance on the road, of course, cat litter or sand can help your tires gain more traction. An ice scraper can help you get any ice off your windshield. Do not pour any water on your windshield, because it ain't gonna do nothing but freeze it right back over again. Let's see, anything else? And now, if you do use some liquid to help defrost the windshield, you do a 3-to-1 mixture of vinegar water or 1 tablespoon of salt dissolved in 2 cups of lukewarm water, according to the high-tech auto glass. And let's see, an Arizona-based who is an Arizona-based auto repair shop, the high-tech auto glass. But again, like I said before, do not use hot water to try to melt the ice off your windshield or your windows, because it's just like it, once you throw it on there, your glass is basically breaking, because there's 2 different temperatures that's going on. But yes, that concludes this portion of what we all can do to withstand the freezing conditions, as well as any other conditions that comes our way as we are enduring these trying times. Again, this is the wrong time to be in conflict with your family right now. It's all hands on deck at this point. And again, I send my condolences, my healing and loving energy out to the families who have lost their loved ones in this freeze at this moment. Please continue to lift them up in your prayers and assist them in the best way, shape, or form that you can. Of course, Always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.